Well, hello, my brothers and sisters in Christ from Circular Head Anglican. This is Joel here. And as I'm sure you're all aware, in response to the COVID-19 virus, our federal government is encouraging us all as citizens to implement social distancing measures in an attempt to try and, as they say, flatten the curve of the impact of the virus on our society. In response to that news, this week Bishop Richard has directed that across the Anglican Diocese of Tasmania, we will no longer be meeting together for our public gatherings for church for the foreseeable future. If you want to hear more from Richard, you can find a video from him as well as a pastoral letter on the Anglican Tas website. So in response to that news, our local leadership, our parish council, we met together last night to discuss what our response would be here in Circular Head. And so now I have to communicate with a heavy heart that we decided that part of loving our neighbour, which we spoke about together on Sunday, will mean that from now on, for the foreseeable future, we will not be meeting together face to face for any of our groups here at Circular Head Anglican. Now that does leave an important question for us to ponder because of course such a vital part of being Christians is that we are told we are meant to meet together. Hear these words from Hebrews chapter 10 from verse 23 onwards. It says, "Let us hold unswervingly to the hope we profess, for he who promised is faithful. And let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." So how are we going to not give up meeting together when I've just said we're not going to meet together face to face for the foreseeable future? Well, the good news is we do live in a day and an age where this is possible, where we can still build community with one another even when we're not seeing each other face to face. A great example of this was that meeting I spoke about before that happened last night. Usually our parish council, when we meet together, we'd meet here in this building or we'd meet next door over in my living room. But instead, we met from our own homes via video conferencing online. And yes, it was a little bit strange at first to be watching video footage of one another, but actually it worked really well. It was great to be able to see each other, it was great to still be able to talk clearly to one another, and it is an effective way of communicating. And so we're going to be trying things like that to try and build community here in our church. There were lots of great ideas about what we might do to still see each other in this season. But the best idea that came up last night was that we actually want to hear from you. We want to know what you're thinking, what some of your wisdom is on how we might be able to do church together, even though we may not be physically present with one another in this season. And so to do that, there should be an attachment to this video to do an online survey. It'll be called Survey Monkey. That sounds strange, but it's okay. It's legit. Click on the link. You'll be safe. And it'll give you an opportunity to do a short survey. We have a chance to express ways that you think you would like to be able to connect with us in this season we're in, as well as give you opportunity to express any comments or questions or concerns or prayer requests or whatever it might be. I'd really love to hear from you all and what you're thinking at the moment. Well, friends, as I finish up, it is tempting for us to go through times of doubt and uncertainty as so many things are going on in our world. But can I strongly encourage you all to remain faithful to our God who is faithful and to put your trust in him. As that passage says that we just read, we are told to hold unswervingly to the hope we profess. Why? Because he who promised is faithful. Friends, our God can be trusted even in this time of uncertainty. And so I commend that to you, to hold on to the hope and the faith we profess and to turn to him in this season. Friends, I love you all. I miss you all. I'm sad that I'm not going to be seeing you all with me in here anytime soon. But I'm looking forward to seeing how we can connect using the internet or whatever it might be in this season to come. So God bless you all.